Okay, in this video I want to show you guys how to take a test in this class. There are three different web-based portals that we use in this class. There's Blackboard, which you see here, and then there is MindTap, and then there is SAM. Now, I know that sounds really confusing, and I really try hard to make this as easy as I can. So you have to deal with Blackboard anyway, so what I've done is I create links in Blackboard that take you exactly where you need to go in the other two portals, MindTap and SAM. So whenever you need to take a test or do an assignment, a makeup project or anything like that, whenever you need to do that, go to Blackboard and click on the link here. Don't go digging around in MindTap trying to find it, because what ends up happening, a lot of students will end up taking the wrong test and it won't count towards a grade. So they're just kind of wasting their time. So whenever you need to take a test, go to SAM and click on the appropriate thing. So as an example, if I wanted to take the first word test, I would go to SAM and go to Readings, Trainings, and Tests. That's going to open up this. Now I said I wanted to take a word test, so I click on Microsoft Word, and here's the word test listed here. And so I could click on that, and then I would just, there it goes, and I would go into, and this is where I would take the test. So I click on that and it would launch the test. And I'll show you how this works, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sample test. And so what I'm going to do is I want to show you how to take a test, and then I want to show you how to look at a report that kind of shows you what you got right and what you got wrong, because you get to take the test a total of 3 times. So if you take the test the first time and you don't get what you want, you can take it a second time or a third time, and you're going to get the highest score of those 3. So I'll do this. I'm going to click on this sample test, and I want you guys to do this because the purpose of the sample test is to make sure that your computer is configured properly to take test on SAM in Blackboard. So and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So because remember, I said in the earlier video, you have to have pop-up blockers disabled. I want you to use Chrome, those kinds of things. So I'm going to click on this sample test, and this is generally how any other test is going to work. So yeah, I clicked on this. I was in Blackboard. You'll see that it's going to flash me over to MindTap real quick once this loads up. This is MindTap. And then this is going to go away, and it's going to take me straight to the test. So like I said, you don't have to deal with any of those other portals. You just click the link that you need to click in Blackboard, and it will take you there. So when you get here, you can click on this system check, and it will make sure that everything is cool. It says that I'm using Chrome, Java's enabled, cookies are enabled. This is just telling me I have 2 monitors, and one of them is set up at a weird resolution. So that's why this is showing up. It's nothing for me to worry about. And then it says pop-ups are enabled. So I got all these screen checks and everything's good. The monitor that I'm working on this right now has the right resolution, so that's not a concern. So I'm going to close this, and it will take me back to the test. Now here are some exam details. Incorrect actions per performance task. So for every task that's in this task, you get 3 shots at it. So if you do it and you get it right the first time, it will move on to the next question. If you do it and you get it wrong, it will ask you if you want to try it again. And if you try it again and you get it wrong again, it'll ask you a third time. And after that, it's just going to count it wrong if you get it wrong, or count it right if you finally get it right. You can skip it if you get it wrong. It will. When you get to the end of the test, it will come back to the one that you skipped and ask you again. So you're going to get all 3 attempts at it if you need them. For this one, I've said that you can take this test up to 50 times. I just did it to the max because I want you all to be sure that you're testing this on any computer that you use to take the test and make sure that they're going to be okay. With the regular test, you're going to get 3 opportunities to take the test. So, and you don't have to use all 3. You know, if you get the grade that you want on the first try, fine. You don't have to take it again. So I'm going to click on Start, and you'll see that this is going to actually start the test. So click on Start. It does this pop-up. I'll drag this over. It does this pop-up, and this is where the tests are. And it says drag the statement true and drag the statement false if the statement is false. I'm going to get this one wrong just because I want to show you what happens when you get something wrong. This, 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 and this. So I know this is going to be wrong. So you got to make this a little bit bigger. Don't click on the submit button up here. What you're looking for is a submit. See how there's more room down here. Make this a little bigger, and you'll see a submit button down here. Click on that. It tells me that I got it wrong. I can either retry this task or go on to the next task. I'm going to go on to the next one just to show you that it will come back. Computer taken over by hackers, becomes a bot, displays unwarranted advertisement as adware, used by commercial websites or cookies, software secretly installed on network computers that tracks and transmits personal data is spyware, and then this is malware. I hit submit, and it says that it's correct, and it moves on to the next test. So now I'm on question number 4 of 5. Without doing any serious damage. This is a white hat hacker, a type of power supply that can prevent damage loss is an uninterruptible. And events that cause more damage is hurricanes and storms, cyber terrorism, and then a black hat hacker. I'm going to hit submit. Correct. And this is going to be the last question. Type of malware that collects bits of data, like your surfing habits, is again spyware. Type of malware that spreads without human interaction, say it's a virus. Slow down Wi-Fi is piggybacking. Type of malware that is a worm, and then scam phishing. This and phishing. Let's see if I got that one right. Oh, so I know I got these 2 wrong. Let's do this again. Retry this task. I'll show you how I can do this again. Type of malware is worm, malware, it's surfing habits, spyware, piggybacking, virus, phishing. Correct. And so that was the last one. So that takes me back to that one. So you see I went back to 2. And I'm going to get this one wrong again. I'm going to just do this because I want to show you how I can see which ones I got wrong. Submit. It's incorrect. And so this is going to be my last task. Let's try this one. Submit. Answer is incorrect. Advancing to this. Okay, so I've completed the test. I'm done. I have no more attempts at anything. So now it says you've completed all tasks in this exam. So I'm going to click on View Report. And that's going to open up this window. And with this, I can kind of see what I got right and what I got wrong. So my score is 80 because I got 1 wrong out of 5. So my score is 80. And like this report will tell me which question I got right. All these ones that say correct are right, and the ones I got wrong was the incorrect one. So, and then there's like these links that will take me, if I click on this link, it will take me into the textbook, hopefully. Where I can find the answer to this. So it takes me directly to the textbook where hopefully I can find the answer. And then there's also this type of it will also can take me to training where maybe I can find the answer. So I can click on either one of these and find the answer, and that way when I take this again, I will know which ones I got right and which ones I know which ones I got wrong, and I can, the ones I got right, I can give this right answer again, and the ones I got wrong, hopefully I can get the right answer that time. Another way to see this report, and we'll close this down. Assignment submitted. I'm going to close this down because I'm through with this. And I'm going to go back here. So let's suppose like I've taken the test yesterday and I want to take it again today. What I can do is I can click on the test again here. And so I'm going to act like I'm going to take it again. It's going to go through the same process. So again, it's going to take me to MindTap real quick, and then boom, moves me over to here. Now this looks a little different than we saw it before, because now I can see that I have attempted this before. So you can see I did 1 out of 50. My recorded score is 80 out of 100. If I want to review that that report again, I can click on Review, and again that's going to open up. I click on Generate Report, and that's going to show me that report that I saw earlier. And I can review that, or I can go back again. I click on take the test again if I need to take it a second time. And boom, takes me right here. I can click on Start New Attempt, and this will give me another attempt at this test. So that's how I can take tests multiple times until I get it right. Now, the one thing I always kind of tell students is, like, for this class, all tests are going to be due on Sunday nights at midnight. So make sure that you're looking at your schedule. So make sure you're checking your schedule to see when these tests are due. And so what I always kind of suggest doing is on your smartphone, set a reminder on every Friday to look and see if you have any tests due, because this is like a 12-week test and a 12-week class, and on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sundays we're going to have tests due. So just make sure that you don't have to take the test on these dates. These tests are open. All of these tests are open right now, so you could take any of these tests you wanted to right now. Just got to make sure you take these tests beforehand. Don't wait till the last minute, because if you wait till the last minute, some of these tests take a little bit of time. And if you wait till the last minute, you may not have time to finish a test, or you may not have time to finish a test and then be able to take it again and again to get the grade that you want. So just don't wait until the last minute to take any of these tests, because otherwise it won't help your grade at all. Make sure you have plenty of time to take these things. But the one thing I want to be really, really clear about is, if you need to take a test in this class, go to Blackboard and click on the link within Blackboard. Don't try to go find it on MindTap or anything like that, because what happens is students, again, just end up taking the wrong test, and it doesn't count towards their grade. It's just a waste of time for them. So make sure you're taking the test here. So if you want to take the Excel test, you click in here, you go to Excel, and then click on Online Test, and then whichever test you need to take, click it here. So that's how to take a test for this class. So have a good day.